Hello and welcome to my channel. Here we learn the lore and stories of the world of Tyria. Today we will learn a little about the legendary greatswords Sunrise and Twilight. This video will be a little more of a speculation video since there is almost no official lore on these pieces. Sit back, relax and listen to the twin blades Sunrise and Twilight. You can find the full info and crafting guide on the official Guild Wars 2 wiki. Let's begin. Now we will explore the history and speculation of the lore of the twin legendary swords, Sunrise and Twilight. Sadly, there's basically no official lore on these weapons, but there are some speculations to where they came from and what they represent. We will dive into some of those speculations in this video, as well as how to craft both of them, as well as what happens if you combine the two blades. Although this is not official lore, it's lore based upon the history and world of Guild Wars 2, so this video is not 100% accurate, as we do not really know, but I've tried to make it as accurate as possible. The official lore on the Guild Wars 2 wiki is as follows. For Sunrise, it is said that when Duena woke each morning, she gifted her followers with the warmth of dawn. All of the creatures in Tyria stirred from their slumber to witness the glorious sunrise. For Twilight, while the other gods slept, Grenth took up his throne, beckoning his companions to dance and howl beneath the stars. It was said that his power was the most potent when the moon was highest in the sky. And for Eternity, although the gods have abandoned Tyria, their gifts remain. The oceans and land, the verdant forests, the limitless cosmos beyond. The ultimate love letter to the living, but also a solemn goodbye. With this being the official lore, we don't really have a lot to go on, but from this we can possibly confirm that these weapons are either gifted by the human gods Duena and Grenth, or just tales of the blades, as the people of Tyria don't know either where they came from. There are also some speculation among the player base that these swords are somehow connected to the Sylvari due to the dawn and dusk themes on the swords, which are two of the cycles the Sylvari can be born in, the others being noon and night. Further along this Sylvari train, in order to craft them, you need onyx lodestones, which drop from the Twilight Arbor dungeon. This dungeon is in the middle of the Sylvari land of Caledon Forest, and currently a base for the Nightmare Court. This is a cool theory, but if the swords were given to the mortals on Tyria from the human gods, this theory breaks a little, because they were human gods, not the Sylvari. Then again, the Sylvari are modeled after humans, since Ronan, the one who planted the seed of the Pale Tree, was indeed a human. But yeah, then again, this is speculation and theory-crafting, as we simply do not really know. Still, we should be able to create a story based on this lore, even though it might be shorter than some other legendary items. Before the kingdoms of Tyria rose and fell, before dragons stirred in the deep slumber, there was light and there was darkness. Not good and evil, not life and death, but the eternal rhythm of existence, sunrise and twilight. Day and night, always chasing each other across the sky. From this endless cycle, two blades were born, not crafted by mortals, but shaped by the magic of the world itself. They were called Sunrise, the blade of light and promise, Twilight, the blade of darkness and mystery. Each one was a reflection of the other, and though they were opposites, they were also bound, two halves of a perfect whole. Sunrise, the blade of dawn. Sunrise gleamed like the first light of morning, its golden blade shimmering with warmth as if the sun itself had kissed the steel. Wielding it, a warrior left behind glowing radiant footprints. Each swing of the sword painted the air with morning mist and soft amber light. It was said that Sunrise was forged from the first light of the first ever dawn, a gift from the spirits of the sky. It brought courage to the weak, hope to the broken, and fire to the hearts of the brave. To carry Sunrise was to carry hope itself. But Sunrise was never meant to be used for conquest. It was a sword for champions, healers, and protectors. Those who fought not for glory, but for what was right. Twilight, the blade of Dusk. Twilight was its mirror, dark and beautiful, like the last moments before nightfall. The blade glowed with deep violet, streaked with starlight. When wielded, the air around it shimmered with shadows and stars, as if the sky was bleeding into the world. Some feared it. They said Twilight was forged from the last breath of the dying day, drawn from the spaces between stars. But Twilight was not evil. It was a weapon of truth, a reminder that all things must end, and that beauty lives even in sorrow. Those who carried Twilight did not fear the dark. They were quiet, wise, and unshaken, like the moon above the battlefield. They walked through the fears of others and turned fear into power. Two halves of a whole. Some believe Sunrise and Twilight were never meant to be apart. They are twin weapons, reflections of the same force. In battle, they mirror each other perfectly. One blade blazing like dawn, the other swirling like dusk. Few have ever held both. But when they are united, they can be forged into one legendary weapon known as Eternity. A blade that shows both day and night, shifting endlessly between sunrise and twilight, light and shadow, beginning and end. In Guild Wars 2. In the game, Sunrise and Twilight are two of the most iconic greatswords. They each have stunning visual effects. Sunrise, fiery golden blade, glowing footprints, sunrise-themed aura. Twilight, deep purple blade, dark mist, and twilight sky particles. When you wield them, you leave light or darkness trails as you move. It causes your footsteps to glow, and it reflects the sky inside the blade's surface, day or night, depending on the sword. How to craft them? Both weapons require their precursor weapon. For Sunrise, you need Dawn, and for Twilight, you need Dusk. These can be dropped, bought, or crafted. Then you need the gift of the legendary weapon, either the gift of Sunrise or the gift of Twilight. Then you need a gift of Mastery, and then you need the gift of Fortune. If you put all of them into the Mystic Forge, you'll craft either Sunrise or Twilight depending on the gift you used. And if you combine both of the legendary greatswords into the forge, you'll create Eternity, the ultimate twin blade. What the twin swords represent. Sunrise is hope, light and beginnings. Twilight is wisdom, shadow and endings. Together as Eternity, they remind us that light does not exist without shadow, and endings give meaning to beginnings. They are not just weapons, they are stories told in fire and starlight. Stories carried by heroes who understand that to bring balance, you must walk through both dawn and dusk. This has been the story and lore speculation on the legendary twin swords Sunrise and Twilight. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a real mystery since we really do not know the official lore on these weapons. There are more legendaries that we don't know the lore of either, so it's mostly speculation and drawing connections between the other stuff in the game that might make sense. Still, I like the mystery surrounding it, but it would have been nice to have more to go on. Anyway, with that said, thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment something you learned or something that you would like to hear. Also subscribe to not miss future lore content in this format. Now, take care, and I will see you in the next story. Goodbye.